Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? How's it going, peeps? Tanner! What's up, Tanner? Ever fished one of these? Oh, what? A Chatterbama rig? Oh, that was something I made a long time ago. Hola. Hola, El Capitan. Captain's in the house. Oh, how many dislikes do we have? Hey, Papa Jim. Papa Jim, alright. That's a new one. Oh, I'm exhausted. My nose is running. Introduced to new pollens, I think. Oh, I went to a new lake today, Tanner. Since you say I only fish the same lakes. Because we left at 10. Left at 10. Yeah. Yes, I filmed it. There's another lake Tito never been to. I've been there like 4 times. 4 or 5. We just walked a long way, and I fell down a couple times. Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, it was like 80 something over there. It was warm. It was done warm. Nice. Ooh, and I got my first bass on the camcorder. Where I told you I was gonna start bringing the camcorder to film along with the head cam. Well, I finally used it today. It takes a while to get used to the filming, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I never get a truck. If you don't get a truck, people never ask you to move or help them out with something. Yep. You end up being the guy with the truck. Oh, my friend has a truck. Let me call him. Yeah, it's a relative. You have to. He has a truck, evidently. Ooh, got checked by the Rangers today, too. Real man Cook. Yeah, you know how most of them, like when they catch something, one person picks up the big camera. So it's on the GoPro, and then somebody's filming on the other camera. Well, this one I didn't get 2 shots. I just got the one shot of him on it. So we'll see how that works out. Actually, it was funny because I thought I wasn't filming certain footage, and so I had taken my camera off, and I was trying to see if I actually captured the footage or not, and then he caught a fish, so I was like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh wait, I got the other camera, so I pulled it out and filmed him with the other camera. I just, yeah, it would just happen to be the one time I was seeing if I caught something, because I don't know, when I turned it off afterwards, I didn't think it turned off, or I didn't hear it turn off, and I'm, oh, is my camera even on? Damn it. So I was going back through to check the footage, and that's when he caught the fish. So I pulled out the other camera. I'm like, just going, dang it. I'm like trying to put it back to film and put it back. And I'm like, oh, wait, duh, I got another camera. So I shot him on that one. U-Haul, exactly. Exactly. You know, they rent trucks. I don't know why you always call me when you have to do a move. They rent trucks. Yeah, I think actually the lake I fished today, it actually has like, people have been catching a lot of big trout out of it. And they don't stock it. They're like native trout. And people have been catching them. Yeah. Somebody actually, they've been catching a bunch of trout. When the ranger checked us for our licenses, he said, oh, some guys said they're actually catching some big trout over by the dam. I'm rich in humor, exactly. I'm rich in personality. I'm a cult of personality. Yeah, we were gonna try to head to Nasi, but it's a 3-day weekend, and they're only letting 33 people on shore. I went, yeah, Tito, I don't think it's worth our time. We're not leaving till 10. We're not leaving till 10. We won't get down there till noon. It's Memorial Day weekend. I got my fingers turned down. Did you? Finally fix your camera? I'm just clueless. You got your fingers turned down? Does that mean you fixed your overly red camera? I'm assuming. Got my fingers turned down. Krispy Kreme. Now, see, that's a better donut. You got a couple nice smallies. I haven't seen it yet. Haven't watched anything. And tuned and detangled it today. Ugh. Only a dozen. Week. Yeah, it's a good backlash segment. Good backlash segment in this video coming up next Friday. Yeah, there's a classic backlash segment. Yeah, a whole classic. Oh, and I forgot my lens today. First time I forgot my lens in a long time. You know the 120 lens I put on the hat cam? So it's not as wide angle this time. Hey, DMF. How's it going? Yeah, so this video is not going to be as wide angle. Yeah, those things are good, man. Good and good for you. One of the most healthiest snacks to eat. Doing good? Yes. Hot, warm donuts. They melt in your mouth. Ugh. I think I ate too much beef jerky on the way home. Speaking of eating things, Tito always has beef jerky, and I think I ate too much on the way home. I just never eat it, so. Room temperature, though. Yeah. Let's stop talking donuts. Donuts and beef jerky. It's not going well with my beer. It's not a good combination. I do think I need to drink another hot breads or cakes. I think I need to drink another gallon of water along with my beer. I sweated too much. I never showed you guys this thing. Ripping lips. I never showed you guys that thing. Look at that thing. The heck is that? 3 wires. A chatterbait blade. What? A chatterbait Alabama rig? It's a chatterbait Alabama rig. See? You can hook 3 baits up to the back, 3 swim baits up to the back of it. But it's got a chatterbait blade. I made that thing a long time ago. Yeah, it's a head, and I just used the, this is just actually heat glue. Heat glue to stabilize it to the head. It's one of those spinnerbait heads that had the thing that you could unclip the hook. So I turned it into a, and then I can add 3 swim baits on the back. I don't know. I don't even remember. I made it years ago. I was being creative. I don't know. I don't think I ever. I don't know if I ever even threw it. I said it's a chatterbait Alabama rig. I don't. It doesn't have the line tie thing in it. But yeah. Boo 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 boo. It's got the blade chattering, and it's got 3 swim baits trailing behind it. Oh, it worked. I threw it and tested it. It worked. I said it was just a prototype. Just an idea. Some wire wrapping. Things are really nice and flexible. They're not, you know, they're the wire. They're the cable wrap. They're not just a straight wire. So they bend right back. When you get a fish on, they bend like crazy. Yeah, that was my idea. Instead of the spinnerbait wire and that, I started using cable. Memory wire. Oh. You could probably rig it a different, you could probably wire wrap it and just clip it on the back. instead of using the heat glue. Something to play with. If it was better, it would. What? I don't know. I just said it was an idea. I think it made it. I made it back when the Alabama rig first came out. Before they even put, blades on them or all that other stuff. I'm like, what if I could put a cheddar blade in front of it? That way we get get the swim baits to like rattle more, and you get the vibration. And now they have the ones with all the friggin' spinners and everything else on them. I made a lure out of a Nerf dart. Yeah. That's not that creative. That's just out of my head I had. Just out of my head I had. I said, I don't even know where I got this head. I think it was from somebody that sent me a bunch of spinner baits, and I was supposed to do reviews and stuff. Some new, like, flexible spinner bait. I don't know. It's kind of a cheesy design, but he sent me a bunch of stuff and blades, and he wanted me to be a rep for him, but maybe they were at a fishing boat. Yeah, I just didn't think. I don't know. He wanted me to rep them, but I thought they were kind of hokey. I thought it was a gimmicky design, so I didn't really do anything with it. Somebody trying to do one of those like flying lure type of inventions. Or the helicopter lure, that kind of thing. You need to get a moderate fast. Not yet. No, I don't think anything new is open yet. Making your arms stronger. No, nothing's open. Like restaurants, all that, still takeout. Still the 6 foot. Still masks. They did open the launch ramp. They opened the ocean launch ramp. But yeah, no restaurants, no like anything like that. Quarantine was everything for me. Well, if you don't go anywhere. If you don't go anywhere, it's like everything for me is I used to go to liquor stores and they stayed open the whole time. I wasn't going to like clothing stores or. Of course, our Big Five is closed. For in and out quarantine was nothing. Yeah, exactly. I only do drive-thrus anyway, so it didn't affect me. Yeah, some of ours are, some of ours aren't. Big Five. Oh, you can't go inside. Outdoor World is actually closed, which is a tackle shop. Dick's is open now in UN, but you have to have a mask. Most places now, it's just you have to have a mask. Oh, yeah, our traffic never ceased. I was like, damn, for quarantine, there's still a hell of a lot of cars all over the place. Yeah, I think Big Five is open now. Everything's kind of open now, but you just need masks and you have to stand 6 feet apart, you know, when you're in line and stuff. And now they all have the shields. I actually got served by Bubble Boy today. All right, corn farts, thanks. We got this guy actually. The whole thing was just covered. He looked like the Bubble Boy. Right now it's cold. Hey Tito, my day was all right. I filmed with Tito. I filmed with you. You know how my day went. It was 80 something over the hill today. Supposed to be 80 here. Hey corn, bye corn. It's supposed to be 79 here on like Tuesday on the beach. That's pretty damn warm. It's probably gonna be like in the 90s or hundreds. You're in Oakley, right? You're in Oakley, aren't you, Rippin'? Sorry, Mr. 36. Hi, bye, Cap. DMF's in Cali. Yeah, but I think Rippin' Lips is he's in Oakley. It's Gunsby 109 here Thursday. There you go. Yeah, next week there's supposed to be a big warming trend. The done first day of June. Or no, it's not even June. It's not. Yeah, June didn't start till after next week. Yeah, it's probably gonna be 100 in Salinas, Tito, next week. It's supposed to be 80 here on Tuesday. And Monterey never gets 80. There we go. Yeah. 85 is perfect. Yeah, we fished the estates today. Right, Tito? We named a new spot. The estates. Ooh, I hate it when it's high humidity. Actually, you just can't come in and say hi and I'm leaving by and then stay. Jeez, corn. Tell us you're gonna be in and you're gonna be out and then you like hang around. Hey, checkmate. Hey guys, I got at last time I checked, I got 16 new subscribers. Pretty good for a day. Yeah, I actually got 16. Sweat before you walk out. Yeah, exactly. Did it? Oh, does it say 2.94? How are things, man? Hey, Turkey Hammond. I set a community photos for you. Yeah, it was higher up like what's up, peeps? Hey, city kid. Yeah, it was a 20 I heard the striper aren't hitting that good though. Not anymore. Yeah, it was at 29.31 when I last checked it. Really, it was 29.31 when I last checked it. So, so I've gained at least 9 more since then. Of course, I checked it at 10 this morning. That was the last time I checked it. Was at 10, and it was at 29.31. And when I put up that video, I was at 29.16. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it jumped. So obviously, since I put that video up, I've gotten like almost 20 new subscribers. Not really. I thought I'd have a lot longer to wait, but I might get there really quick. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot in it. There's probably gonna be like, I don't know. We're having a discussion on those swim baits today. I thought they were like $15 a piece, but some people told me they were like 40. I don't know how much those big swim baits go for. I'm all, really? Are they that much? Because I have like 5 of them. I'm giving all those away because I don't fish them. A lot of people like them. His old GoPro 4. I don't know. I'm still deciding on that one. That one and the pole. Jetta. Yeah. No, I said it was a teaser. I just had some ideas. A lot of that stuff will be in there, though. I don't know. I still reserved. No, a Huracan. Huracan. I don't know. I said I haven't used that camera in like 2 years. I know. That's the thing I was thinking. Because if I would have to ship it separate. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, if I do a poll, well, I can't ship everything together. It'd be a separate. I have a tube for it. I don't know if you guys noticed that there is a tube in my closet for a 7.5 foot rod. I don't know. I think it might be the reel. Ship sticks. Yeah, give away a case. No, I'm pretty sure this one, the big item, will probably be the reel. I mean, that was a $120 reel, and I've hardly even used it. It's been sitting in my closet way longer than it was ever on a reel. I mean, it's a Daiwa Pro Tour, 12 bearing. It was $119. Yeah, it's a good reel. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yep. I just have to drive over exactly. Well, I remember that one giveaway. I filmed it with Bolsa's eating and food reviews or something. Remember, I met him at Pinot, and I did a whole video of me meeting him and giving me all of his stuff because he's local. I don't know. The Amazon cards are going in there. I know that. Probably a Bass Pro Shops. Yeah. Probably a Bass Pro Shops. Plus the shirt. Plus, a lot of my baits. I'm going to fly out and pick it up. Yeah, I'll probably put in like 10 or more of my own baits. Go fishing, make a video. Exactly. I don't know. I said I might. I don't know. I might save the GoPro for a 5K. Yeah, all the swim baits are going. I have more swim baits too. I have like the big jointed ones that my friend gave me too. Yeah, I always plan to give away those swim baits. Always plan to give away those swim baits. So there's a bunch more stuff. I showed it once on one of my lives. All the stuff that's in that. You can feed up at like Walmart. Exactly. I don't know. There's already a lot of people. There's already a lot of people entered. I think this morning when I checked it, there were. Well, I answered back to a lot of them, but I think there were already 90 comments. So there was already at least 50 people in it. Truly free 90. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm still selling them, but there's a lot of them in there, like I said, that I'm not selling anymore. Like the beaver style baits, those Twitch It Shads. They're like the flukes. Oh my God, it's gonna be up to the random generator, man. Random generator's gonna pick the winner. Yeah, I got that idea to do it that way from Tanner Fox. He kind of did one. He gave himself a time limit, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said it's like, I don't know. What's really going to be in it? Here's some ideas I have. Here's a bunch of stuff that could possibly be in this big giveaway. Could be all of it, could be most of it, but it's going to be a lot of stuff. And somebody mentioned the drone in the comments. I'm like, when did I say I was giving away the drone? I said, I'm like, yeah, I had the Hero 4 in that, and well, I used to use it with this drone, but it's a big one, so I want to get another one. And somebody's like, oh, dude, I love that drone. I'm like, pretty sure I didn't say possibly the drone. I, I, I just mentioned I used to use the GoPro on that drone. I didn't say I was giving away the drone. You put the fire. I might give it away sometime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to use the GoPro on the drone. I didn't say I was giving away the GoPro and the drone. That's like $1,000 right there. That'd be like $1,000 right there. Freaking room for rent. Yeah, I think the drone and the GoPro combined is about $1,000. It's a great drone. It's just too big. It's like the DJI style, like the white one. It's that big. I mean, the blades are like freaking 10 inches. Shoots great footage. They don't make that one anymore though. That's an old Blade Chroma. Yeah, it's I said, it's brand spanking new. I said I've used it in my drone. That's all I've used it for is the drone. I haven't I haven't filmed with the drone in 2 years. I filmed all the lakes around here, so I have all the footage. And I have like 20 minutes of the lakes, so I only use like 30 seconds each time. if I get one of the nice little Maverick Airs, I'll start doing a lot more drone footage. But it's just too big and cumbersome, and I have to fly it off of, a flat surface like a road or something. I can't just let it go. Yep. One of my GoPros is worth 50, and I got it for 300. Oh yeah, yeah. Anytime a new one comes out, the other one drops. Didn't work. I never did try to fish with the drone. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those fours. Those fours still film great. I just don't use it. I use the get up all the time. I don't even use it. And that GoPro doesn't shoot in slow mo straight away like the other one. Great. Yeah, I couldn't believe that in the comments though. I was like, did I say I was giving away the drone? Pretty sure I didn't say that. I know I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure I didn't say I was considering putting it in the giveaway. It's cracked anyway. It doesn't affect the flying, but I cracked one of the arms when I crashed it. And I have the footage. It's on one of my shows when I crashed it. Slammed it into a tree. Didn't put up the GPS antenna thing. They're cheap now. You can buy a drone for as much as your Hero 8 you bought. The new DJI one. It's like, and you don't have to register or anything. I know. I know. But if you listen to the conversation closely, I said, yeah, I might give away that GoPro because I haven't used it in like 2 years. I got it for that drone. And that was that's all I said about the drone. I said, yeah, I got it for that drone. But I want to get a new drone. Sponsors Black and Mike. I watched it 3 times. That's what it said, right? That is what I said. I've watched it 4 times. Do you like the intro? I like using that filter. The filter of me on the porch, the beginning when I'm talking, not when I'm showing the baits, but when I'm talking. I love that filter. All right, DMF. Yeah, I like that. It's actually a background generator. A PB bath certificate. Yeah, that intro. That intro footage is actually a background generator. It's for something you'd have like in the background when you're putting text and stuff over. No Indian giving. Wow, you were right back. Hey, I never said all of it was going in there. I said these are the possibles for the giveaway. And then what? Somebody else said all I wanted are the baits. Somebody else said Well, Tanner's like, I just want the swim baits. No, said these were possible items for the giveaway. Yeah, right? Wasabi, hey, hey, hey. Nope. Said these were possible items for the giveaway. Yeah. That's why I said they weren't locked in. They're possibilities. But I said overall, it's probably everything in there that I do end up giving away. It's probably gonna be well over $300. It's 3K, $300. It's a percentage of 3K. We'll see. Yeah. It should be 3K. 3K should be 3K. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe I was gonna put $2,700 on the Bass Pro Shops gift card. I never said how much I was gonna put on the gift card, did I? You fished a pond by Dick's. Oh, I saw that one. Saw the one with the fountain in it. How many did you get? 15, 20? Come on, Wasabi, don't keep us in suspense. You caught like 20, 30? Wow, I didn't know that pond had fish. $1,000 in pennies. Wow. None, but I'm going back. I don't know if it has fish in it, but I'm going back. There are carp in it? Well, that's good. There's at least fish in it. It's just 7,000. Yeah, exactly. It was koi. There's koi in there? He said carp. There's koi? Tito's already fished it. Stop it. Stop what? Shy koi. Wasabi's fishing for koi. Bring some corn. Hey, they're flying. What's going on? Bird bath in that thing. Big deposits, yeah. I want to see 25. Koi is carp. Well, yeah, it's a domesticated carp. There's koi, bluegill, carp. At one there was bass once, but the carp is not a koi. Well, carp is a domesticated koi. Koi is a domesticated version of carp. They're basically the same thing. The chomps. Yeah, Tanner, koi is a carp. It's a domesticated version. Exactly. If you throw, yeah, if you throw coins in there first, Wasabi, you might catch one. Tito's already fished it. Live at Chop Fishing. And evidently City Kid has fished it. And DMF fished it. Yeah. throw a spinnerbait, punch a hole, and use a penny as a blade. Kind of bend the penny into a blade shape. Those fish only respond to money. They're rich little koi in there. Probably would work. Exactly. Throw the coins in, they like eat them and then spin them back out before they hit bottom. Wait, what? What Captain say? Well, carp. Wait, what? Carp belong to several species of fish. Koi, only one. Well, koi's a minnow. Koi's a minnow. It's in the cichlid. It's in the minnow family. No, they got the little whiskers. They mate with the. They actually mate with the carp in ponds. Minnow is not a species. Yeah, minnow's a species. Well, minnow's a family. They're in the minnow family. I don't know their exact species, but they're in the minnow family. Carp are in the minnow family. They're just one hell of a big ass carp, but they are in the carp family. Depends. If I catch them in Uvis, it's all of the above. Carp suck. Yeah. They're just a big minnow. And goldfish aren't carp. That's the other thing. You were like, oh yeah. Somebody said at Australia they threw a bunch of goldfish in there. When I mentioned I caught the koi. We're getting ready for bed. Okay, Rattletrap. Yeah. Oh, well, that's fine. Goldfish only get about 5 pounds. If you're lucky. They don't get 60 pounds. No. Because goldfish aren't carp. Goldfish don't have barbs. And they only get like 5 pounds. It'd be called a gold carp. I just noticed looking at message. It's a carp of fish. Yeah. Carp is a carp, not a fish. All right. Well, that's somebody that didn't know. Who was it? Somebody was on here in a live. Somebody was on here live and they didn't know bass were a sunfish. Who was that? Somebody said that in here. Yeah, somebody didn't know the bass were a sunfish. I'm like, 'cause they said something about, sunfish don't get that big. And I'm like, what do you mean? Bass are in the sunfish family. Hey, Backroads. We're having the big carp debate, but I just learned it. I don't know who it was, but I just learned it. I didn't know bass were a sunfish. Yep, they're all in the same family. It's not beer, it's malt liquor. It's kind of carpy. No, they were talking about, they said koi weren't carp. Because I said they were a domesticated carp. You really didn't know? Maybe it was you. Yeah, bluegill, red ear, green sunfish, they're all sunfish, and bass is a sunfish. Tanner said, yeah, Tanner said carp aren't fish. Yeah, I don't think it was because somebody said koi is a carp, but a carp is not a koi. You're not a captain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're in the same family. Nightcrawler, night curly legs. Gotta leave the company. All right, Corn. We didn't think you were gonna stay this long. He's not a captain. Yeah, but there's also lots of versions of carp. There's the grass carp. There's the Asian carp. There's the buffalo carp. Why are you getting Corn? Later, Corn. See you, Corn. He's just needy. He likes to be able to say goodbye to him a bunch of times. Croatian carp? Yeah. Yeah, it was funny when I don't think it was you. Oh, evidently Captain just learned that bass are a sunfish, but and then we were at the lake today. No, when I was out with Wasabi, some guy said, "Son, let me use that pole so I can catch some perch." Yeah, what is it? Micropterus. Is it Micropterus? I don't know. I know. You learn every day. Yeah, but somebody said he goes, "Oh, son, let me hook that pole up so I can catch us some perch." I turned to Wasabi and I'm like, he's gonna be really disappointed when he finds out there are no perch in this lake. I think he was talking bluegill. Like, perch. I want to catch us some perch. I always like the YouTubers that don't even know. They'll catch like a green sunfish or a red ear and call it a bluegill. Crappie is perch. No. I don't think crappie's in the perch family. By definition. Crappie. Well, there are perch. I think the only perch we have here is Sacramento perch. Yeah, cichlids. Many, many, many. Isn't an Oscar a cichlid too? You gotta remember, cichlids in like the Amazon and that are like our sunfish here. Speckled perch. call them all perch. Yeah, Oscars are cichlids. Well, it's all kind. You gotta if you have a fish tank and have tropical fish, almost all of them are cichlids. Majority of them. They're just one hell of a big, aggressive freaking cichlid. Most cichlids are pretty small. Let's get back to me winning. Well, we still got to get there. If I knew what a perch was. Only one I know is yellow perch. I don't know how many. Isn't there a white perch too? I only know the yellow perch. But isn't there a white perch too? And the drone. It's some perch. I don't know, I was just kidding. No, I just thought it was funny because I'm like, there's no perch here. Well, you'll have to see the video. You'll have to see the video and my disgruntledness with the person I made that comment about. Then you'll understand why I thought it was funny. Yeah, there was sort of a whole story going on during the filming of that show with Wasabi. So, but I don't know. I think it's really funny when people don't know what kind of fish they're catching. I didn't say I was giving it all away, Backroads. If you remember, I said possible giveaway items. It was a possible. Yeah. I said possible things that are going to be in the giveaway. I said it could be everything, could be a lot of it, but it'll probably be most of it. It doesn't seem to matter because everybody seems to want different things from it. Nobody really even said they wanted the GoPro. Everybody was more interested in the swim baits and the CCB custom baits. And people were talking about the reel. I think at this point everybody has a better GoPro than the Hero 4 Silver anyway. Everybody's, damn, I have the 8. He's giving away the 4? And the drone. I probably will eventually give away that drone. It's not worth it to sell it. It's not worth it to sell it. So I probably will eventually just give it away. Hell, I gave away one of my Canon camcorders to a kid at the skate park. Yeah, they probably are. And spotted bass look pretty much just like them. The only difference is on their tongue there's a patch of teeth, and sometimes they're speckly on the bottom. No, it's got the case. Yeah, yeah, it'd be a good starter camera. Yeah, the larger mandible on the top jaw doesn't go past the eye. But the easiest way to tell is if you just put your finger on their tongue in the center, there's a patch of teeth. Largemouth don't have it. Largemouth tongue is smooth. Spots have this little round patch of teeth on the middle of their tongue. Yeah, it's a difference. Well, if it's the difference with smallmouth spotted and largemouth is where the mandible on the top jaw. One goes past it. I think the spots it goes kind of to the middle, and smallmouth it's sort of towards the front of the eye. I mean, I always wondered why, because you can usually spot them by the coloring or the patch of teeth. But if they sit in formaldehyde forever and you're studying them in an ichthyology class, no, none of them have color. They're just like brown. So coloration goes out the window. Teeth on the tongue. What kind of demon fish is that? No, they have a patch right on their tongue. Yeah, smallmouths look brown. I mean, they're brown. That's what I said. But if they've been in formaldehyde for like 5 years, and you're taking the ichthyology class, they all look the same color. You can't even see the horizontal lines compared to the vertical line. Like all that stuff like disappears. You have to go by fin ray count or distance of the mandible or yeah, because when they've been sitting in formaldehyde in a jar in a classroom for years, they don't have any color. They all look like brown, formaldehyde brown. You're gonna catch what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, real man. Is it? So is it noon? Oh, it's 11 here. All right. Never seen or heard of a blue gill. Oh yeah, there's smallies in Texas. See, I told you it sounded like Stevens Creek. Tito was trying to tell me a lake he went to, and he didn't know what lake it was. I'm like, it was probably Stevens Creek. He's like, it was north of where we went today. Had a big picnic area. I'm all, sounds like Stevens Creek. I've only been there twice, but and now we know. He just told us. He did go to Stevens Creek. Yes, the lake is called Stevens Creek. I know. Figure that one out, Captain. Now a creek is a lake. After you got us all into the pact of the pond and lake. So how do you explain that one? We got to try it. Uh, yeah. I've only caught 8 inches out of there. The biggest fish I think I caught out there was like 7, 8 inches. I filmed 2 shows there. It's pretty damn small. Exactly. Now Captain's completely confused. Wait a minute. A creek is a lake? I'm confused. Fish brain said I caught a spot, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'll check. I'd like to go there again, but there's not much area to fish from shore. There's only like 2 spots. You can either go to the launch, and there's not much area to fish there, which is right by the dam, or you can go to the other end, which is just like one little creek channel that goes back. And the other part of it is like super like vertical shoreline. Like seriously, like you can't even walk down it. It's like it's like they put the dam in front of a gravel pit. They don't rent them there. You have to have your own boat. Yeah, you'd have a hard time. You'd have a hard time with a spot in a largemouth if it's going off visual recognition. Physically, I caught some. I said the first couple I caught at Lexington, they were spots, and I didn't think there were any in there. So I caught them. I'm like, oh, nice. And they were kind of longer sometimes, and I thought it looked. I just thought they were, lean. And then I don't know. And one day I looked at it, and I looked at it a little closer, and then I checked the freaking tongue, and I went, "This is a spot." And the local guys are right there. He goes, "Oh yeah, they showed up here about 4 years ago." I'm like, "I think the other 2 fish I caught were spots too." He goes, "Yeah, most of them we catch here are spotted bass now." Perch? I think you mean bluegill. I think you mean bluegill, Backroads. If you think everything is a perch, you're going to have a hard time if you ever buy swim baits. Because you're going to like buy a perch swim bait and be throwing it in your ponds and going, why don't they like this thing? There's tons of perch in here. But if you buy a bluegill swim bait, or whatever. Backroads Googled. He Googled. He got it right. Lepomus macropterus. I said it before you commented. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think perch have that little thing right here on their gill plate. Well, the yellow perch are the one that they have the horizontal, like, green and yellow stripes. A lot of people catch them ice fishing. Those are the only perch that I really know of. I'm sure there's more in the family, but well, there you go. Tanner knows. See if you notice, Captain, the bass have that same thing that bluegill and all that have. It's on their gill plate, right at the top, right there. They have that little black spot, just like the bluegill and the shell crackers and pumpkin seed and red ear and the green sunfish. Liphomus micropterus. Little bass all end in micropterus. Just a different genus. Micropterus is a species and Liphomus is a genus. Genus is a genus. Did he use the F-bomb? Oh, yeah. Yellow perch kind of look like peacock bass. Yeah, they have similar colors. They don't have the oranges and stuff in them. Peacocks have the orange in them. Guess there's a baby watching. Oh, thank you, Paradise. You don't want your baby from the womb to be reading comments with dirty words in them. Well, that's like me when I went to the ocean. I didn't know what species any of those rockfish were. But I learned them really quick. I was wrong because people told me the wrong name. Yeah. Rhoda. Yeah, no. Yeah, but they have the same sort of horizontal green and yellow, like the peacock. But they don't have the oranges in them. Hey, Ken. Ash. Oh, you caught your first perch at the pier? Nice. See, I had to learn those perch too, like the rubber lip, the rainbow, the pile perch, the opal eye perch, the barred surf perch. Now I know how to identify all those. And like 7 species of rockfish, I know how to identify. The black, the blue, the grass, the olive, the copper, the picacho. I learned how to identify all them. Monster gar. Wow. According to Tanner, does he? Yellow perch has orange as well. Really? Hmm. They don't look like the peacock coloring though. I would never confuse the color pattern of a peacock compared to the colors do resemble peacock bass. Huh. Not most ones I've seen. Peacocks also have the black and everything in them too. And they have dots on them. Yeah, the peacocks they have like dots on them. Their tails have the orange in them. There you go. Got a message, our merch is being shipped out now. Nice. Honey, you do not need to. I'll tell you when you catch a bass. The rest of that shit is just a perch. Don't ask me again. We only want bass. Google's not the Bible. Not everything on Google is true. They're just perch. Don't worry about it. We don't want those. Well, part of it. Well, at least I can't even fish for catfish or anything else because gar grab your bait so fast. Do they? I don't know. I've never caught one. We don't have them out here. We don't have any perch. We have orange fins. Nice. Yeah, you probably have a better chance finding it in on Google than you would in the Bible. You're right there, Captain. You are definitely correct. Not much fishing advice going on in there. Of course, you can feed fish and bread to people, but you don't really care what species it is. Just so it feeds people, it's good. Yeah, see I don't know. Kind of problem is people get, especially in the ocean, people get in trouble because they don't know what a species it is, and they don't know that it might not be keepable or might have a limit to it or whatever. So they end up getting tickets. Chris is in. What is up, Chris? Yeah, that's just my thing, and that's why I tell people at the pier in there because they want to keep something. I'm like, it's too small, and they're like, oh, what kind of rockfish is it? I'm like, it's not a rockfish, it's a cabezon. Like, oh, I thought this was a rockfish. I'm like, no. Yeah, and the first thing fishing game says to you is, ignorance is no excuse. Give me your license, and you're getting a ticket. Exactly. And now, for dinner, gar. Well, there's a lot of people don't know a lot of the difference between trout either. Yeah, actually 15 and a half for cabbies. I told an old man that. He didn't believe me. He kept it, and he got checked the other night and got a $500 ticket because he had a 10-inch cabezon. And I told him he couldn't keep it because it was too small, and he still kept it. And then fishing game waited at the gate at the end of the pier. We all left and checked everybody's bag. And he had a 10-inch cabezon in there. I went, you idiot. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. And now you're getting a $550 ticket. Because you didn't listen to me. Or some species you can only keep so many, and other species you can keep more. And a lot of them look very similar. Like the black and the blue rockfish look very similar. One has a smaller mouth, one has a larger mouth. But one you can only keep 5, and the other one you can keep 10. Wait, what was this question? Oh, that one. Yeah, everything has a limit. Crappie have a limit. Bluegill have a limit. I think even like channel catfish have a limit. I think everything but carp actually has a limit. Some of them are like, it's like 25 or 30, but there is actually a limit if you look. At least in California, they all have limits. I think it's 25 crappie is your limit. I think it's like 25 for bluegill too. Most people don't think there's a limit on those because they don't catch enough to get to it. Yeah, Captain, I said they're close, but I would never confuse the two. Six bass and only one over. We had yeah. We don't have many in California, but some places have slot limits. You keep bass under 12 inches or over 18 inches, but everything between 12 and 18, you have to release. It's called slot limits. They do that in a lot of lakes. Not much in California, but a lot of the back east lakes and that Midwest lakes, yeah, they have slot limits. Or smallies have to be 18-inch, spotted bass can be 12-inch, largemouth have to be like 16-inch. Gonna head out. All right, Tito. Yeah, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of slot limits. You see that a lot in the bass tournaments, where certain type of they can keep spots, smallies, or largemouth, but they all have different size limits. I'd probably say right now, Jesus, really? Tilapia. Yeah, why did I think that too? I think a lot of the religious food back then was tilapia, or the Bible fish was tilapia. Maybe that's why a lot of the Hispanics like tilapia, because a lot of them are very religious people. And tilapia is a big food in the Latino community. I like to know things. I might be clueless, but I'm not stupid. Notice it doesn't say Captain Stupid. It says Captain Clueless. I might be clueless, but I'm not stupid. It's like people call me a smartass. I'm like, well, it's better than being a dumbass. Take it misinformed. Yeah. I gotta do a video about that. Captain Stupid would be stupid. Yes, you're right. Who would name their channel Captain Stupid? I want to fish. I fished today. I'm not misinformed, Tanner. I do some research. Captain Clueless. I'm not stupid. I'm just dumb. Oh, wait. Ash is on here. Is there a size limit? No. No. Only bass are the only sunfish that have a size limit. There's a limit to how many you can keep or have in your possession, but there's no size limit on them. Who, me? What's up? How much are those swim baits? How much are those line through soft plastic swim baits? Remember the ones that you gave me? How much are they a piece? I don't think there's any tilapia. No, those ones you gave me a long time ago, remember? In that bag with some of the old jointed, but there's a bunch of the line through the flat top, big like Huddleston style soft plastic swim baits. I said they were like $15 a piece. I don't know how much they run. I heard some people say they were more like $40, 30, $40 a piece. But I didn't know. There's no, Captain, you're good. 316 Rising Sun. What? $316 Rising, what? Something like that? Like $15 a piece? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about if it's private. I don't know if the limit. I don't know if the limit counts. It's a private lake, Backroads, not a private pond. He has lakefront property, not pond front. Oh, I don't know. He's the one that gave them to me. I thought he knew what he gave me. I could go grab one. Let me go grab one. I don't think he remembers what he gave me. These ones. Ah, these ones. Or these type. These ones, Ash. How much do these run? This is obviously a different one. This one's got the side fins. This one don't have the side fins. Oh, this one, look, it's got to be glued. It's got to be mended. It needs amended. These ones can. Ash. I don't know, there's a bunch of different versions in there. But I didn't know how much these ran. It's got the insert. I don't know. Is he still there? Hello? Earth to Ash? Earth to somebody? Oh, there he is. Well, there you go, guys. These are actually vintage. These are actually vintage. These are optimum. Like I said, that one's kind of coming apart. Need some mended right there. Got to put some mended on that one. So okay, so these two are 20 to 40. All right. It's a hydro dam, Captain. Huh. All right. Well, there you go, guys. They're actually vintage, rare, giant line through swim baits. Get that. So there you go. I was close. So those two swim baits. Those two swim baits between 40 and 80 bucks. Very, very, very old. Huh. Well, they're going in my 3K giveaway, by the way. That's why I was asking. They're going in my 3K giveaway. Plus some of the other ones. So people should just not use them. Well, yeah. Temporary sons of fish. What are you guys talking about? Electroshocking? What did I miss? Where's this electroshocking come from? uh, oh yeah, you're talking about electroshocking. Yeah, I did electroshocking. I did with the one that's the backpack. It's a backpack, and the thing looks like a metal detector. And we walked through a creek and did electroshocking. We shocked the trout, the sticklebacks. Yeah, they actually have ones that are a backpack. And it has a circle that's empty in the middle, and it sends out the magnetic electric shock. And yeah, you could have it on your boat, and you could just like stick it down the water, and and they all come up all like, and then you net them. It's really fun. It just short circuits their neurons. No, not really. You're a little wrong there, Tanner. They used them in Pinot, and they caught tons of like 20 and 30 pound carp that they shocked up with their boats. They got rid of, I think, like 2,000 pounds of carp out of Pinot. Yeah, it would shock the big 15, 20, 30 pounders. They just have to be close enough to the field when it hits. Yeah, you can get a hold of them. We had one for our school. It was one of my classes, one of my fishing management classes, and they owned one. They own their own electroshocking thing. Oh yeah, well, carp are dumb. No, it shocks up. They shocked like a 10 and 11 pound bass in Pinot. It's electroshocking. I don't know what the backpack's called, but yeah, it's the boats they use are electroshock boats. But the term is electroshocking. That's what you use, and that's what those boats do. And they have the things go off the side. They're down the water, and it's just electricity. It's just like It's just like raw electricity, and it just puts the electrical volts, the charge into the water, and it short circuits their like neuro system, and they just go into like convulsions, and they just float up. It's really fun. Yeah, yeah. It's electroshocking. I said they have the backpack that's portable. That's what we used. No, it's just electroshocking. The boats are hell of expensive. I don't know how much the backpacks are. It's just, I said that the thing looks like a metal detector, but it's just a circle, and it creates a field of electricity in the water column, and it just shocks them. Oh yeah, I've done it. Have you guys ever seen the worm shocker? It's the same. It's the same thing. I used it all the time when I was little. You take an extension cord, you put the positive to a coat hanger, you put it inside a block of wood, and then you tape the wood around it, and then you plug it into the wall, and the rod that comes out is live. Like if you touch it to your hand, it'll shock the hell out of you because it's just no ground, it's alive. And you just stick it in the ground, and the worms just come out of the ground like freaking crazy. It just, and if you stick your finger in there, you can actually feel the pulsing of the electricity. Kind of feels like if you get shocked by a distributor. Yeah, you just stick it in the ground, and it electrifies the moist soil on that, and all the worms just like come to the surface. I made one of those when I was like 12. I don't suggest when you make one to see if it works to actually take the metal and put it on your hand. Because that's that's what I did when I made mine. I wanted to see if it works, so I touched it to my hand. Yeah, 120 volts, 125 volts, right to my hand. Oh, Jesus, fuck! Oh my God! They drive by. You got, yeah. Yeah, no, it's funny the story you said, Backroads. There's a really good story. I read it in a magazine. Oh no. Oh, and don't and God forbid, I learned this the hard way. Evidently the ground in your house and that is all grounded to your water pipes. Cause oh yes. I took that wire and that worm gadget, and I touched it to the outside, our faucet where you turn on your water. And I touched it to it. The loudest pop and the biggest freaking ball of flames I've ever seen, and blew every circuit in the house. I want to see if it sparked if I touched metal with it. I just didn't realize that all the ground is connected to all the pipes in your house. So it was connecting the circuit. and yeah, it scared the hell out of me. Oh, I was like, I swear, it was like the biggest explosion when I touched it. And then it didn't work anymore, and I didn't know why. Then I had to find the circuit breaker, and it blew all the circuits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that now. I learned that when I was like 12 through my own experimentation. Oh, and another thing, if you're in your backyard and you have dogs, um, be sure they don't come up and sniff it and touch it with their nose, because uh, yeah, Yeah, my dog, I was holding it one time, not paying attention in my backyard. And I guess my dog came up to sniff it and touched it with his nose. I've never heard him yelp so loud in my life. Yeah, yeah. I said, the first thing I did was touch it to my hand to see if it was live. Damned if it wasn't. Damned if it didn't shock the hell out of me. Just about it, yeah. Yeah. I still remember it. It was outside. It was our garage. Because I used to run the extension cord that I had it plugged into down to our hedges to get my worms. And I walked up and I looked over. And right there we had the faucet and like a hose wrapped up. And so I'm like, it felt so refreshing. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't know. It's not a refreshing feeling, I can tell you that. I mean, putting 9 volts to your tongue, that's kind of cool. That's a neat little tingly sensation, but I'd I'd give you $100 if you stuck my worm thing to your tongue. Well, how'd you how'd you do it, Tanner? It's not refreshing. Here, I have a good one for you, Tanner. No, I'm not gonna tell him that one. Yeah, I was gonna say, here's a good one for you, Tanner. Here's a good one for you, Tanner. Put if you hold one in your right hand and you hold one in your left hand and you put one in each side, you know what happens if you do that? Can anybody inform me what'll happen if he does that? If you put a live electricity in your right hand, live electricity, and touch them so it goes through your body, no, but see, if you did that, Tanner, it would kill you because it goes through your heart. And the electricity will stop your heart dead if you put it in your right hand, your left hand, and touched it. Yeah. If you create a circuit from right hand, left hand, and it goes through your body this way, it'll go through your heart. And it's like, it's like the shockers they put on you to bring you back to life. But instead of bringing you back to life, it will kill you. Yep, yeah. And it goes through your heart. I said me one hand. This hand wasn't live, but I touched it to my left hand, so it just shocked me. But if I would have put it both hands on it, it would have gone through my system. Yeah, you become a light bulb, and you probably like at least 99.5% of the time find yourself dead. I don't know, Tanner. Live 125 volts. It's not refreshing. You can't even touch it for more than a split second. Huh. Weird. Yeah, you could not hold on to at least the worm one I created, Tanner. That's a live piece of wire. You could not hold it. There's no way you would be able to hold it for more than a second, unless you wanted to, like Captain said, extremely burn the hell out of your hand. I can make one up, Tanner, and send it to you, and you can do a video on it for it if you really want to. I can make one of my old. That is weird. Yeah, I can make one of my old worm zappers for you, Tanner. Um, yeah, and you can plug it into an outlet and do a video. If you really want to prove to us that you do this, of course, there will be a lot of legal papers you'll have to sign saying I'm not responsible. Yeah, 115 volts AC is not something to play with, Tanner. Ever been shocked by your? Well, now we don't have distributors, but have you ever been shocked by your distributor? I'm sitting right see. Yeah, you see, it's like that's what I said. You won't be able to hold it for more than a second. Dude, you should touch the paper clip to the outlet. Which one though? But one side, both sides. The outlets have two. Yeah, there you go. Did you go? Did you plug it into both sides or just one? The right side. Oh, is it? It wasn't a three prong. It was a two prong. Well, I don't know. I guess if you did it, you did it. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. We used to do it with pinball machines. If you touch two pinball machines together, you got like a really tingly thing, and you could feel it going kind of up your body a little bit. But it wasn't a full. It wasn't a full 115 volts. I don't know. I said I can if you want to redo the experiment, like I said, Tanner, I can send you one. You can make a video on it. You can you can show how to use 115 volts to refresh your body and get a tingly feeling. Or maybe he's like that guy you're talking about, Captain. Maybe he's immune. Wow. I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you only connected one side of it, That's what I'm saying, Captain. I said, was he touching both sides or just one? That's why I said it depends on if you, yeah. Because mine, what you take, yeah, you take both, but you only use one. You only do the positive to the wire from the plug with no ground attached, and so it's just it's a live wire. I could take it on metal. All right, DMF. I could take it on metal and I could like etch in it. It would burn it as I like we had. Uh, oh, I blinked. Yeah, I said mine. Like I said, I could. Yeah. Well, that's like me. Poison oak doesn't affect me. The oils don't affect me at all. They didn't used to. Now they kind of do that I'm older, but yeah, I can take poison oak and wipe it up and down my body. I can like rub it on my face, do all this stuff to it. No effect at all. Yeah, like I said, I had immunity to the poison oak. Didn't react with my skin at all. No idea why. Yeah, listen to him, Tanner. All right, Tanner. Okay, Tanner. Basically, what Captain's saying, Tanner, is you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right, Tanner. If you would have done it right, you would not say it was refreshing, and you probably would have never did it again. Ow! Because I know I never did it. I accidentally touched myself a couple times after that, but I would definitely not call it refreshing. Well, how many volts come out of the distributor? Oh, tingly. It was very powerful. We'll see, Captain. Maybe he's just like that guy that you said, that the electricity doesn't bug him. Maybe he's an oddity of nature. He can heat. We can have him hold it in one hand, and we can have him cook us eggs on a hot plate in the other hand. All right. Well, maybe he just has a low pain tolerance. I don't know. I know one way to tell. Only one way to prove me wrong, Tanner. Oh wait, and you go live from your bedroom. Yeah, yeah. Do a live for us. Do a live for us in your bedroom. Uh, the paperclip, the paperclip and an outlet trick. That's a good one, backwards. I'm saying he wasn't doing it right. He needs to get hurt. He wasn't doing it right. So these are actually, do you hear that, guys? These are actually old, freaking one of the, like, very old vintage. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did not know they were very old. This is on my side. Yep. Live stream time. All right, DMF. See, he did it. He did it right once, where he didn't get killed. And then he tried again. And he blew out the freaking lights. Blew out the socket. You're lucky, Tanner. You could have burned down the whole freaking house. Could have started a fire inside the wall. Then you'd really be grounded. Grounded, electricity, ground. That's funny. Only way to prove it is to go live. I bet you like tasers too. Do you shoot yourself with tasers all the time, Tanner? You know, the ones the police use? Do you like those, Tanner? Do you just sit in your room and... Oh, you'd love a taser. The grounded joke. Oh yeah, Tanner, you'd love a taser. You know the ones you see on cops when the guy won't mind and so they shoot him with the tasers and you see him go into convulsions and drop to the ground because it's like 100 and something volts of electricity into him. Try that. You'll probably feel refreshed. Yeah. Maybe they actually have some sort of safety thing at school, Captain. Is there some way to rig it so it won't do that if some idiot sticks a paperclip in it? Is, is there some sort of safety mechanism? Just so kids don't do it as a dare and like burn down the school or kill themselves? Didn't answer me. How many volts are in the I know it's 12-volt battery, but how many volts go through the freaking distributor? Dog shot collar put on. There you go. Not to prevent that. Oh yeah, try a cattle prod. That'll be fun. See, we're lining up all kinds of. You could have a whole live feed, Tanner, and you could just shock yourself with all kinds of stuff. You get a dog collar. You could get a cattle prod. I'll send you one of my worm shockers. Um, you can do the paperclip thing. We'll all be there. But you don't poke yourself? Come on. Poke yourself, Tanner. It's refreshing. Better yet, just like stick it in your mouth. that how much it is? Yes, I got shocked by those. Remember the old school ones where you had to put the coil in there and attach the timing light to it? Yeah. 20 to 50K volts. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've been popped by them. And it gets you twice before you're able to let go. It's so quick. It's like, bing. But yeah. Yeah, it's the timing light thing. When you remember you just put in that coil between it and like the spark plug for your timing light, so you could get the timing lined up on the little notch in the flywheel. Yeah, I got shocked by that on my Rabbit a couple times. That's not fun. Yeah, that's what I said. If you're touching, like I said, the connecting the ground, like if you have your hand on the body, while you get shocked with the other hand, it can go right through your system and it could skip your heart or kill you. Yeah, it's only 10 amps. Yeah. Yeah. It was like 100 amps. It was 100 amps and 50K volts. That's why I said 9-volt batteries, you stick them to your tongue. It tingles and that, but it doesn't like burn you. But that's only 9 volts and very low amps. Yeah. How many amps are in a 9-volt battery? Like 1? 1.9? Something like that. 12-volt battery, but the amps are only like 1 or something, aren't they? Or zero point 0.5? It's very low amps. Yeah, but amps are the things that, yeah. Amps are what kill you. Yeah, I think double A's are 1.5 volt. But the square ones are 9 volts. That's why it's a 9-volt battery. But the amps are very, very low. 1 amp, not 10. Well, yeah, I mean, that's like, yeah. Well, I mean, that's like trolling motor on your boat. On high, that thing will pull like 20, 30 amps. I mean, it's coming from a 12-volt battery, but when you have it on high, it pulls a hell of a lot of amps. It's like battery chargers. 10 amp. But the big ones are like 50 amp, 60 amp. All right, DM fishing. Really? Wow. Didn't know that. Yeah, how many amps are in I know it's 100, what, 115 volt? 125 volt? But what are the amps in well, it's different between AC and DC too. How many amps are in our lights? Or in our system in our house? How many amps does it produce? Mr. Electrical Engineer. I'd be interested to know. Okay, sorry. We have it's 125 volt and 100 amps, or 115 volt. and 100 amps. That's pretty strong. If you still full battery, should be careful. I just been poking at wires, not worried. Yeah, back roads. You could do it. You could, yeah, you could get killed by a 12-volt battery if you get the right shot. I mean, just touching the wires together now. I mean, you get that spark and everything, but same thing when you get hit by the distributor. Or if you, yeah, okay, you'll be fine. Just don't run it through your system. You'll be fine. It's just like getting shocked by your old Buick. Oh, those really run. Most shock fences, they don't run that many amps. It's a lot of volts, but not many amps. And most of them are run off like 6-volt batteries. No, my friend used to have one around his house on the top of his fence to like keep dogs and raccoons from coming over. Well, trolling motors pull a lot of amps when they're on. Yeah. No, the trolling motor itself can pull. It pulls a lot of amps when it's on. When it's on high and everything, but that's the motor pulling the amps. If you had it on high and you touch the wire, there'd be more amps running through it. Right, Captain? There'd be more amps in the wire. Yeah, but that's a lot of volts, not a lot of amps. I said my friend had one, and it was run by a 6-volt, one of those old 6-volt square batteries. Have you touched it? Yeah, it was a hell of a shock. But it wasn't. There wasn't a lot of amps in it. It was just so in case something tried to climb over his fence, he got shocked. Yeah, that's an old like YouTube story, isn't it, Captain? Peeing on an electrical fence and having the current go back through your pee and then into your body and blow you back. I think that's like movie stuff. I think that wasn't a movie. Wasn't that in an old movie like Animal House or something like that? Where somebody peed on the electrical fence and it blew them backwards. Yeah, but that was from a movie. This happened. Yeah, I think that was in a movie. Maybe you were thinking about a movie you watched, Tanner. The only way to prove it, Tanner, is you have to go live and show us this stuff. Yeah, it was in a movie though. I think that's where it was put in a movie in the '80s or something. Well, yeah, we're just not believing you about the electrical stuff. I can believe you got knocked out by a billy goat. That's that's totally. We're just we're just disproving all your electrical stuff. I think I peed on one. I think I peed on one time. Yeah. See, Captain's done it. That was a lie this whole time. Yeah, I remember getting shocked by a light stand that had no bulb. It was on. I was like 5 years old. Yeah, most likely backwards. Yes, I'm pretty sure that was in a movie though, because I think in the '80s and that I joked about it. I joked about it because there was like we were somewhere where we were at and it was like a barbed wire fence and I think it said caution electrified fence or something. And I was joking about should I pee on it? Yeah, because I was joking about it. I'm like, because it was like a popular movie. It was like a silly like I don't know if it was I don't know Animal House, some sort of like that sort of movie. But yeah, the guy peed on it. It blew him backwards. Yeah, I'm calling him in the morning. Exactly. You can pee on a yeah, you can pee on an electrical outlet and it's not gonna do anything. Like you said, there's not enough congruency. That it's not the stream and the urine does not it's not conduct enough electricity to come back up into your body and blow you backwards. It just doesn't work. There's just not enough. Yeah, it won't it won't follow it up that far. You know, no, that's probably even less likely. What you just say yourself. There's not enough water. Water or pee doesn't conduct that much electricity that it would follow all the way up the stream. It's coming out. It's flowing away. So for the electricity to go travel back up it's not that good of a conductor. From the fence. Wait, what? But if your urine stream starts lower, doesn't matter where it starts on the fence. Where it starts on the fence has nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that it doesn't conduct enough electricity for it to follow back up your stream. It doesn't even have to pee. That's like taking a garden hose and turning it on with a heavy stream and putting it on a friggin' fence. It's not going to travel up into your arm and blow you backwards. Well, they have a fish that'll do that too, Chris. It's a little teeny sort of catfish. It goes up your urine tract and it opens its spines and it stays in your gravity. What? Really? I know. That's what I keep saying. That's what I'm saying, Captain. It doesn't. It's not that. It's you. It's not like a metal rod from your penis to the fence that can conduct a stream of electricity that quick and go all the way through it. It's not that good of a conductor of electricity. It won't travel up your stream. It probably wouldn't kill you. The circuits would probably go out before there was enough voltage to kill you if you dropped a toaster in a bathtub. Right, Captain? I think the circuit breaker would go. Tanks are not going to knock you back. Exactly. It's not gonna. That was in a movie. I'm gonna have to Google. Somebody Google that movie. Electric fence peeing blowing back. I don't know. I'm just thinking that might be good terms to Google to see if this movie comes up that has that scene in it. I'm thinking. Is a water gun continuing of the preaching? Well, I said you can take a hose like with a spray thing and put it on a fence, and it's not going to come back and blow you backwards. It's just not going to happen. Captain is an engineer in electricity. Yeah, I said it. I was just going to say that. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Before the invention of quality circuit breakers in a house, yeah, it would kill you. Most likely. But nowadays, that's why we have the circuits we have. So if you do get shocked or there's a disruption in it, it clicks the circuit before it'll kill you or start a fire or burn down your house. It's designed. Circuit breakers are circuit breaker for a reason. Resistance clicks them off because they know that a toaster fell into the bathtub and it was turned on. So off the circuit goes, and it wouldn't be enough time to kill you. Probably shock the hell out of you for a split second. I'll be back. There's a bunch of videos. But that's basically a built-in circuit breaker that's in the plugs now. Yeah, you have a little black one and a little red one. So it's a default before it gets to the actual circuit breakers that are somewhere in your house. Yeah. All right. I popped those off turning on a hairdryer on high. I'm guessing you tried this and no, but you know where that became popular? Test and reset are the two buttons. Yeah, yeah. It's another added safety feature put in. Are those those plugs that have the little buttons? I said I popped those turning on a hairdryer really quick on the high, and it popped it off. Too quick of a surge, and yeah, it popped. It popped one of those off, and I couldn't figure out. All of a sudden, I'm like, "What the hell?" And I'm like trying to turn it on. I'm putting it in the other plug, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "The hell are these buttons on this thing?" And so I pushed it, and it popped. And I tried the hairdryer again, and it worked. I'm like, "Oh, that's a little built-in circuit breaker on the plug. That's pretty keen. I like that." No, you know what made it popular? Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Do you remember Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? Remember he dies and he comes back to life. And remember there's that scene. Remember that scene in Groundhog Day? Remember the scene is him and he has the toaster and he's in the bathtub full of water and he drops it in and all of a sudden it cuts to the lady at the front desk and all the lights sort of dim. And then it starts over here with him. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. That extended the myth, was that movie, when he dropped it into the water. And then you see the lady at the front desk, and all of a sudden you see the lights all dim, and she's like looking around. And then it cuts to the scene of him waking up to the Sunny and Cher song. I think that's how that myth got perpetuated. Yep. Yep. Well, what if you're standing up? I know if you're laying in the tub, but the scene in Groundhog Day, he was standing up. But since both legs are in, would that take the circuit up and through your heart? Still going to get you. Yeah, that was funny though. I said, see that movie, I know where it came from because I remember that scene. And I'm pretty sure the peeing on a fence and getting blown back was from a movie. It was like a kid's movie. It was like an renegade venture sort of 80s movie. And he's like, oh guys, electrical fence. I'm going to pee on it. And he goes to pee on it and it blows him backwards. Pretty keen on this stuff. I remember this stuff. Watched a lot of movies in the 80s. Wonder how long it should take Tanner to watch all the peeing on the electrical fence videos. And how many of them are faked, right? You're watching YouTube videos. Hello. Of course, somebody just pee on it and just like throw themselves backwards like they got shocked. Add some effects, some sound, and make it seem like they got blown backwards just to get views. Wow, we talked about fish. We talked about peeing on electrical fences. We talked about sticking metal objects and outlets. Yeah, I know. I was gonna mention MythBusters. Yeah, exactly. Like when I made my worm shocker and I went straight to my hand. That could have killed me. Or my dog stuck his nose to it. It's 110 volts. Do you ever remember? Do you see the? Did you ever see the security footage of the guy that was trying to steal the copper wires in the alley? And he ended up with his pliers because it was live, and he ended up touching it. And you see this huge ass blue flash and everything, and it does kind of blow him back. And he gets up and runs away, and the pliers were actually welded to the metal. Yeah, it actually welded the pliers to the metal because that arc was so hot and so intense. Oh, here comes Tanner. He doesn't believe us, guys. And what happened, Tanner? Did they all get blown backwards? Yeah. Did they all get blown backwards, Tanner? I'm waiting. I'm totally waiting. I'm totally waiting, Tanner. What were the results? Evidently, you don't believe us. So evidently, everybody that peed on it got what, shocked and blew backwards, right? He said he didn't believe us, right? I do not believe you. did, did I not explain what he probably saw? Did everybody get blown backwards, Tanner? And you think all those were real, Tanner? That's that was that was the discussion I was having while you were gone. He's gonna be watching all these videos of people peeing on electrical fences, and yeah, they faked it for a YouTube video to get a lot of views. Just because you see them on YouTube, Tanner, doesn't mean they're real. They're they're fake videos to get views. That's what I said. No, they're all fake, Tanner. They're fake videos, dude. What are you, like 15? Oh wait, you are. Never mind. You don't know the difference between a real and a fake video. Yeah, I think they did that one. I think MythBusters did do that. I think they did do the segment of peeing on an electrical fence. I said I'm pretty sure that whole theory came around in a movie from way back in the 80s. I was young and small. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your size. Size doesn't matter. At least not with what we're talking about. It just doesn't happen, Tanner. People can fake anything they want. No, they're fake, Tanner. They're fake videos. 100% they're fake videos. Anybody can pee on a fence and fake a reaction and throw themselves backwards and grab it and start screaming, saying it's hurting, it's hurting. It's YouTube, it's fake video. They do it to get views. Why is there spiders on my freaking tripod again? Oh no, I've seen that too. I've seen people split an arrow with another arrow. I've seen that one proved. They even made it. If you think they're fake, I want to see you try. They even made sounds of shocking, and yep, they're definitely sound effects of editing. Well, yeah, exactly. I did my own fake one. Even, even Captain on here said he's peed on electrical fences a bunch of times and doesn't do anything. I did an old fake one. I did a fake one. It's called it's on my. I have one of me putting my tongue in an electrical socket at my store. A fake one, Tanner. It's still on my site. I think it's titled "Things You Shouldn't Try," and and I pretended to stick my tongue into the socket, and I did shocking, and I like did convulsions and fell to the ground and got back up and went, okay, I'm never trying that again. I have a fake one on there. Yeah, one was fake. You found one that was fake. All the rest were real, Tanner? No, I have a fake one doing that. It's on my YouTube channel. I swear to God, it's still there. I have a fake one on there, and I put in the sound effects and everything, and I went into convulsions and fell to the ground. I thought it was funny. Okay, here's another thing, Tanner. And this is from a legal standpoint. Um, legally, I'm just thinking about this like legally wise. You were probably not allowed to create electrical fence that if somebody touched it or peed on it, it would kill them or blow them back or anything. Um, there'd be so many lawsuits against it, and those places would be shut down. Like, there's just no way they would be able to do that. Mild discomfort keep you from keep climbing up it if you're actually physically touching it, maybe. Can dogs? There's some of dogs peeing on them, and can dogs fake their? Well, dogs lift their leg. Does their leg touch it? Can you see in the video? I mean, usually a dog's close enough. If it lifts its leg to try and pee on it, its leg is probably going to touch the fence. If its leg touches it, it'll probably shock it. What are you talking about? I can piss on the substation. The fence would not have so much current through it that it hums. That's absurd. Now Tanner's coming up with excuses. Now Tanner's saying, "Oh no, it wasn't an electrical fence. It was a cattle fence. Oh, it wasn't this fence. It was that fence." Yeah, I know. I wouldn't. Yeah, you know those things that go through the sky that hum that have like 10,000 volts going through them. Now it's a farm electrical fence. Now you're changing your name. You're changing your whole tune. You were saying it was just electrical fence. Now it's a farm electrical fence. Now it's a cattle electrical fence. We're just thinking like a regular, like kind of chain link fence that says it's electrified. Cattle and farm is the same thing. Well, but I'm thinking like a chain link fence that's electrified. Yeah, I've never been to one of hums either. And on my same note with legalities and that, why would you create a fence that if your cattle touched it, they would die? Isn't your whole living and your whole substance the fact that you're raising cattle? But why would you have a fence that if your cattle touched it, they would die? Your cattle are your whole life. You're raising cattle for food or milk or anything. Why would you have a fence that kills them if they touch it? It makes absolutely no sense. It's it, absolutely no sense. That's possible. Yeah, but nothing they're going to create, Captain, is going to be that strong. It's it makes no sense. It's meant to be. Exactly. I mean, I know this all started out with the peeing on it thing. If you could pee on it, if you could pee on it, it blows you back just from your pee. I think if you touched it, it would kill you. If it has enough power to run up your pee and blow you backwards, don't you think if you touched it, it would kill you? Or at least seriously injure you? I'm just thinking it from a. I know how much. How many volts would it would have to be like? Oh, you know what it would be. You know what? I think. You know what I think he's confusing this with, guys. I think Tanner's thinking about those fences from Jurassic Park. Remember the electric fences they made to keep the dinosaurs behind them? Because they're such big creatures. I think that's what he's confusing this with, is those Jurassic Park electrical fences. I was a 7-year-old kid. Hey, R5, how's it going? Oh, and you know what? Guess what? Those fences in the Jurassic Park, didn't they hum? I think they hummed. I'm pretty sure that's what Tanner's getting confused about. That's what I said. It's a legal standpoint. You cannot have a fence that would kill people. Went to sleep and woke up to me. Wow, that's scary. And during our peeing on electrical fences. No, I'm pretty sure the ones in Jurassic Park, if you watch the movie, when they showed electrical fences, they hummed. No, I think that's where you're getting confused, Tanner. I, I, I think you're thinking about Jurassic Park with the electrical fences. Because I'm pretty sure when they zoomed into and they showed him that, there was a hum coming from the fences. That was their sound effect for the fact that they were electrified, was a humming sound. So yeah, now we know where this is. Now we know where this all came from. No, Tanner, now we know. We know where you got this whole theory. Yeah, you're thinking about Jurassic Park. It was a movie. Oh yeah, of course I can. But I know it's endless. It's endless backroads. It's gonna go on forever. These topics just keep coming. We're spending like 2 hours talking about peeing on electrical fences. It doesn't matter. My tummy's screaming. It doesn't matter, Tanner. You, yeah, they can tolerate more of a shock, but you're not going to be able to make something and the legalities and the insurance and everything to have something that. And think about it, farms. You grew up on a farm. There's a lot of kids around. You think they're going to have electrical fences that if a little 70-pound kid touches it, he's going to die? I don't think so. I know, and he likes it, but we always come back at him. Hey, we're giving him a lot of ideas to do for his lives. He can go live and pee on a fence. He can go live and touch a cattle fence. I'm just saying, you don't want something like that around. But did they kill you, R5? Did they kill you? And, well, it's kind of hard for a woman to pee on him because you don't know the range we have as men, but if you peed on it, would it blow you backwards? All right, Captain. Um, I'm one of those people. What are you talking about? Nope, gave me anxiety. Well, this all started because Tanner said when he was, I don't know, he's still stuck on the 70-pound thing. But he said he peed on an electrical fence and it blew him backwards. Young Craig, what is up? And so we've spent like the last hour saying that doesn't happen. Touching it's one thing, but peeing on it, it's probably not going to blow you backwards. And then Tanner went and watched a bunch of YouTube videos and say he didn't believe us because there's all these YouTube videos where people pee on it and they get blown backwards and they start rolling around and they say it hurts, and I could easily debunk that. Yeah, so he went and looked up a bunch of videos and people, I said they were fake. They peed on an electrical fence and they put in some sound effects and they like threw themselves backwards and said that it like shocked them, and so that's been the whole discussion for like the last at least 47 minutes. I think we started on this like 2 o'clock. So yeah, we've been debunking the myth since then. That yeah, it's not gonna happen. Physically touching it. You went to Coyote Lake? How'd you do? Give me a clue. Give me a clue. I fished a different lake today. Give me a clue. What happened to Coyote? Did you catch like 30, 40, 50 fish? Is the bite on? Are they huge? Yeah, young Craig, I heard you. What'd you catch? I want to know. Oh, damn. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me they went somewhere and caught like 14, 15, 20 fish. Two fish. Damn it. I want to hear somebody that's on a really big bite. If it's private, it's cheating. No, I have this. I have the same issue. Back roads. I don't know. Small ponds to me, it's not cheating, but it's a lot easier to catch them on small bodies of water, especially ones that are private. Ones that are private are ones that not many people fish. Like a lot of the like Guggen and all those people that go to ponds that you're not supposed to fish, that say no fishing, and they always like sneak in and go fish them and catch a bunch of big fish. To me, that's like that's cheating. It's not cheating. It's just they're easy fish. You fish ponds that a lot of people fish. Well, I don't. Well, I'm not saying it's cheating, but it's misleading. Misleading. That's what I would call it. Not cheating, it's misleading. If you go somewhere and throw some funky ass. All right, R5. Hopefully this time you don't wake up to me, because I. Hopefully you sleep long enough that I'm not live anymore. Yeah, no, I say it's. I totally believe it's misleading. I mean, you could throw anything in there and catch fish. Uh, all right, R5. Thanks for coming in. No, what I'm saying, Backroads, is it's when people do it to promote a bait or to promote a product that's a bait, and they go to lakes that are private or ponds they're not supposed to be fishing, and of course they're going to catch a shitload of fish on them because they're not used to baits. That's to me, it's misleading. I think that's where the people say that's cheating, but I say it's misleading because you can go to a lake that's a real lake that people fish all the time against a lot of pressure and throw that same piece of crap they threw in that misleading private pond and caught like 43 pounders on and not get a freaking bite because it'll only work in a place that doesn't get fished and those fish don't see lures. Well, that's like me. Remember we talked about this back roads when I caught my 9.5 at night, and people said that's cheating. I'm like, why is that cheating? That's that's not cheating. I caught on a public lake that everybody fishes. I was just able to fish there at night. We got permission and we fished there at night. We were with some people that were camping. We fished at night and I caught 9.5. It wasn't. It was pinto that gets hammered and gets more pressure than probably 90% of the lakes anybody fishes. And I caught 9.5, but it was at night, so it didn't count. But I caught a 9 during the day on my boat. So, well, I don't think that's it. If you catch a 10 out of a pond, yeah, and that's what I say. It's misleading. And there's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of bigger YouTubers, or up and coming YouTubers that that I don't know. They're fishing stuff that it's their buddy's lake. They're the only one that fishes it. No other pressure, nothing. Or they blatantly say, "Oh, look, it says no fishing. Let's go fish." And then they catch a bunch of fish, and they're like, "Oh, this saucy swimmer is great," and "Oh, this Strike King crankbait, look at it, it's catching them every cast, every cast." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're fishing somewhere you're not supposed to be fishing. Go try it in a normal lake." Another one I have an issue is I don't know. You guys might know this guy, you might not. Weston Smith. You guys know this guy? Has a channel, kind of blowing up right now. The guy's been fishing for like, I think it's going on. No, yeah, I said I don't really call it cheating. I don't call it cheating. I just call it misleading. Um, but this guy Weston Smith, he's like a personal trainer guy. Something else. He's been fishing for like 2 years for bass, 3 years. Now he's in with the Googans and that. He's bought a new boat. And he did a video. On how it's not cheating. Well, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it cheating. It's just misleading. But this guy bought a boat. And he just did a video where he had an $8,500 of upgrades, all Garmin electronics, all Garmin stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is the first bass boat you've owned. You've only been fishing for bass for like 2 something years. You have no idea how those Garmin units work. You have no idea how to read them. You have no idea how to use them. And my thought personally with all those Garmin and all that other stuff, unless you're offshore and fishing some sort of offshore structure and that, it's not going to help you catch more fish. It's not going to help you do anything like that. But he's just not cheating people, but he's misleading. I mean, he's doing it for the views. He's doing it to to flex. He's flexing, going, dude, look at this 15-inch Garmin I got in the front and this and that. I'm like, dude, this is the first boat you ever owned. My first boat had like a little teeny graph on it. Didn't have all this high end down scan and all this stuff and everything. I'm like, and he spent like the whole video going through how expensive all the upgrades and how incredible all these graphs are and how he's going to be able to see everything down there. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know how to use them. It takes years to understand what you're seeing on a graph. And just because you can see them doesn't mean you're going to catch them. And he did this whole video, and I'm just like, this dude's a freaking joke. Complete and total joke. I don't know. Evidently, he decided to learn to bass fish. And he's all fancy with his B-roll and his music. And yeah, he's had John B in his videos. And yeah, now he has now a Google promo code. And yeah, he goes to the headquarters. And now he's got this boat. Now he's got all this fancy electronics and all this stuff on it. I'm like, dude, I have 40 years experience. You have 3 years. I could give a rat's ass if I had any of this shit you just explained on your boat. I can go out in a canoe and outfish you on any lake on your boat with all this expensive shit you have on it. And I can guarantee you that. But it's just, he's just selling it. He's promoting it. And he's flexing on YouTube that he now has all these products that bass fishermen just go, oh my God, he has a 15-inch garment on the front of his boat with side scan and front scan, and oh my God. It's only going to help him catch more fish. He's a complete and fucking idiot. It's just like, and people fall for it. It's the same thing with the Corrado. No offense, Tanner, if you're still on here, but ooh, big deal. It sounds cool. I'm sorry. The bass don't give a rat's ass if your reel sounds really cool when you cast it. And me, when I'm watching you fish in your videos, I could care less if your freaking reel sounds really cool when you cast. If you catch a lot of fish and you're really good at it, I don't care what your reel sounds like. It's not that pleasing to me. I'm sorry, obviously I'm going off on a rant because everybody's leaving now. I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit of YouTube. I do my videos to help teach people. And I want people to catch fish. And I fish ways that constantly catch fish. And that's how I teach them. And I just see the bullshit over and over and over. And it's not going to help you. It's just bullshit. I guess that's a good way to end this. We went through everything else. Exactly. But it's just this, I don't know, I don't understand YouTube. I don't understand. And I watch a lot of it, guys. I mean, I watch you guys, like Backroads and, yeah, and Tanner, I try to spend time to watch your videos. But I spend a lot of time watching the people that are becoming bass fishing influencers and channels that are growing and getting bigger. And I'm just completely, totally disappointed in the fact of their growth and why they're growing. Because they're regurgitating shit you can read in any bass magazine. They're just flexing on the fact that they have the cool reel and this fancy, matching rod, and it's all looks, and like the bass don't freaking care if your rod's got this cool pattern on it and your reel matches that pattern. That's just human flexing. I'm cool bullshit, and that's why I like you, Backroads. You just go to your ponds, lakes, ponds, lakes. I don't know. You go there, you fish, you catch fish. You're not fancy. You're not anything like that. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying in here. That's why I'm ranting about it. And it's because of the fact that people like this, like I would probably get more views and get more big subscribers if I threw these in like 90% of my videos. Like people be like, "Oh, dude, snap! Yeah, big swim baits. Yeah, you're cool. I love you. Yeah, oh, your rod looks so cool. What is it? Oh, yeah, and your reel. Oh, that setup is so." No, not me. You want to learn how to constantly catch fish? Watch me. Buy my baits, simple baits. You know that, Backroads. They're simple, they're easy, but they catch fish. Yeah, I'd be cool then. And that's my whole disgruntledness with it is you have to be cool. You have to be cool, man. You got to throw big swim baits. You got to throw big crankbaits. You got to be in with the in crowd. You got to do what the Joneses are doing. You got to fish a Tokyo rig. You got to fish an Alabama rig. You got to fish big swim baits. You got to be. I'm like, why? Because they won't catch me fish 90% of the time. I look cool throwing them, and everybody thinks I'm cool, but I won't catch much on them. I thought it was about catching fish and teaching people how to catch fish and consistently catch fish on public lakes and busy lakes and lakes that aren't even known for bass fishing and lakes that like Backroads just said. I come in, I had a great day, and everybody else is like, I skunked. I only caught one. I only caught two, and I'm like, were you fishing this lake? Because I had a great day. Like, they ain't biting. I'm like, I found a hell of a lot of fish today. Yeah. With that crazy one. Yes, you're throwing. You're scaring the fish off with that crazy BS you're throwing. Yeah, I know. Well, there is the old saying. Was it? What? There's an old saying. Lures catch fishermen. Lures catch fishermen. Baits catch fish. Because some people call them a lure and people call them a bait. But most people that fall for I mean, I'm giving these away, and in some lakes they work. I mean, I've seen big things like this work in some lakes. It's not all lakes. It's kind of rare. Yes, Jess Fish. We know how old. We know what time it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I said backwards. That's why I went off on this rant at the end of it because I'm just so disappointed in like you said, you have to be cool. You can't just go out with a beat up rod and beat up reel and outfish everybody. Because if you don't look cool and you don't have all the cool rods, everyone's like, oh, he just got lucky. He just got home from Fremont. Yeah, but that's what I said. That's what I don't like about it. That's what I hate about it. It's like I'm fishing a $19 rod with a $100 reel. I don't have a $500 setup. I'm sorry, I'm not that cool. But I get out fishing 9 times out of 10, no doubt. Doesn't matter what I use and what you use. I'll still fucking outfish you. All I care about is catching fish and usually catching a lot of them and always catching them. So what if I use the same thing in the same basic thing? Because it's a high percentage bait and a high percentage place. Yeah, it's no BS. Exactly. I'll put up a video when I skunk, but I put 110% effort into skunking. And I have to listen to everybody in the comment saying, you should have thrown this, you should have thrown that. Why didn't you try this? Why didn't you try that? Why didn't you try this? Why didn't you try that? Why didn't you try this? Why didn't you try that? I've been fishing 40 years and I'm pretty sure that what I was fishing is the most high percentage, highest odds of getting a bite and everything. So if they're not hitting that, I really don't think throwing out a spinnerbait or throwing out a rattle trap or throwing on a big swim bait or something else would have changed the outcome. it it just wouldn't have done it. I'm sorry, but there was no need to throw that stuff. If I feel a situation deserves to throw that, like a crankbait or rattle trap or Jets fish is on here. I better say surface lure. Um, I'll try it, but majority of the time I'm like, it probably won't work, but let me just try this. Every once in a while you're happily surprised, but 90% of the time you're like, yeah, I didn't think that would work, guys, but I just wanted to try it. Or throwing something like this, a big, huge swim bait. Yeah. Oh, Jets fish, did you catch that? My ode to you in the last one? I don't remember. I don't remember if you did or not. Remember when I threw the spook around and I said, Jets fish, this is for you? Or Jets fish, that was for you? In that last video with Wasabi, where at the end I threw around the top water? I don't remember you replied to that or comment on it, but I did say, okay, Jets fish, that was for you. But top water doesn't work everywhere. Yeah, but I said it doesn't work everywhere. I mean, yeah. When I used to be on my boat and had my bass boat and I was on a lake and I'd hit a lot of areas that, not everybody on shore was throwing top water every night in the same area and that. And I was out on my own in different places. Yeah, I used to catch a lot of them. Or always get hits or little ones hit it, but it just doesn't work when you're on shore in most of these lakes because that's what 90% of people are throwing. That's like I always say, high percentage baits and high percentage places. And it's like my experience of like 8 years with the FLW fishing behind a pro. If he's throwing a crankbait and hitting up docks in front of you and dissecting them, you're a freaking idiot to try and throw any sort of crankbait behind him. I mean, He might be catching fours and fives or sixes off certain docks as he's passing him by. But he's got the angle. He's got the direction. So all you can try to do behind him is, the fuck? Where's another spider on here? Is throw like a drop shot in there, or a finesse jig, or a, flicking stick worm, something. Because he's looking for four, fives, and sixes, but you're a co-angler. You're looking for ones and twos and threes. Ones and twos and threes work for co-anglers. A pro needs four, fives, and sixes. And he's working all that water and he's dissecting it. He has all the angles. And to try and throw that behind him, or try as you're going by the dock to try to do ain't gonna work. Just throw something that's high percentage, like a jig, or try to get a fish or two that he missed. That's not the size that he's looking for. He knows he could go to what I'm throwing as a co-angler and catch 2 to 3 pounders. But that's not what he needs as an average to win as a pro. So he's not dissecting it, and he's not fishing. He's not looking for a fish there. He's got a specific technique that's looking for a certain size of fish. So I don't know how you get into the co-angler thing, but it's the same sort of thing. When you're on shore, you don't have many options. You don't have the angle to work a lot of active baits and all that stuff like you can if you're on a boat. So stick to the basics. Stick to what works. And catch fish all day. I mean, it's not rocket science. I just get tired of people telling me that. Back row makes it work. Yeah, but he's fishing totally different, totally different scenarios than I am. He's fishing a lot of places. How deep are the lakes you're fishing? Or those ponds and that? They're not that deep, right? How deep are they? I mean, like even out in the middle. Aren't they fairly shallow all the way around? Or all the way through? And they have a lot of weeds under the top? Because a lot of lakes I fish, I mean, you throw away out there and it's like 30 feet deep. And there's no weeds down there. Oop, I'm at 15%. My battery's done dying on me. There you go. Yeah, well. Well, there you go, Jessfish. Wait, what? They go on the flat right before dark. Well, still, I mean, the deepest point in them is 6 feet. You can pretty much catch them on top water all day. I mean, a lot of fish will come from, like, in a bigger lake. In a Beer Lake with clear water, I've watched fish come up from my top water from like 20 feet down. Yeah, so yeah, it's a totally different situation. But I've actually physically seen fish come up from 20 feet, 15 feet down in clear water and eat a top water. I have no idea why they want to come up that far, but I've physically seen it. Like, I don't know. They were on top water bite, but the fish were coming from like 10, 15, 20 feet down. It's like working over it on a steeping bank on my boat. I mean, 20-foot visibility. You could see to the bottom of that. And I'd be working it a spook along that bank that's just like almost a straight drop. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, oh, seriously? And I would actually see a fish just come up from that far down. And I would just wait. And it was just, and I was just like, mm. All the what? All the mother, yeah. Motherlode. Motherlode lakes. I haven't heard that term in a long time. Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I keep trying here for you, Just Fish. I seriously keep trying topwater for you because I know you're a promoter of it and you're a fan of it. But these lakes around here just aren't. They aren't topwater lakes. It's just not. It's just for some reason it's just not a bite that happens around here that much. Every once in a while, that, but it's just. I don't know. They just. I have no idea. I don't know if it's just because a lot of people come here and throw topwater all the time in the morning and the evening. But a lot of lakes I used to fish when I had my boat in that, and yeah, I would always get hits on topwater. I'd throw that spook, and even even little like 5, 6 inches, or something, but I always had something popping or something hitting it, if they're little fish. I can throw that thing around here for like 7 days straight in the evening, and not even get one little teeny fish to even pop the thing. It's just, it's just, it's weird. There's even these lakes around here, and there's shad swimming all around on top and everything, and they never bust on them, and they never hit them. It's been very confusing. Uh, no, no. We have dragonflies everywhere around here. Lake I was just at today. Dragonflies everywhere. Dragonflies, dragonflies, dragonflies. Red ones, black and white ones, blue ones, all over the place on top. Even the Dempsey flies, which are like people call them dragonflies, but they're not Dempsey fly. They're the smaller ones with the little thin. Anyway, nope. All day today, not one single fish hit anything on the top of the lake we're at today. Dragonflies everywhere, all over the place. Just yeah. I even commented in the video like, God, look, there's a red dragonfly. Oh, there's one with black and red wings. Oh, there's a blue one. Nope. All the way till the end. We were there till we finished the show and we were still there. Went down, checking out the lake, dead calm. Yeah, no, this whole section, trees in it, trees in the water, dead calm, weeds under it, 4 to 5 feet deep. We finished the show, went out. We're sitting there talking, drinking a beer, watching this whole section, everything. Not even bluegill. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dragonflies flying around, everything flying around. Nothing. Not a fish. No activity. Yeah. It's just the way these lakes are around here. There's fish in them. Yeah, but it's not even that. It's weird here. These lakes that I fish here, yeah, it's really good at the Delta. It's really good at Clear Lake, Margarita. I fished Nacimiento, Lopez, Kachuma, lakes. Yeah, lakes south of me, but these lakes here, at least the ones in Morgan Hill area, are the ones I fish. There's nights where no, but it's really weird too because Chesbro. I did that show. It's an old show. I was there with Ash, and we were at the dam. And Chesbro. It was in the evening. There was no wind. There was probably at least 200 balls of shad we could see all over the surface. I mean, a lot more like 5 foot circles than that. You could see the little fins dimpling everywhere. Like the whole freaking damn area was just littered and littered with shad cruising around the top. Not one bust. Not not one boil, one bust. And I've fished Chesbro a lot, and I've seen a lot of the shad, and I've been there a lot of times in the evening. Same thing. Just shitloads of shad with their little fins flicking and cruising around on top. And you never see one single bass bust on it. I have no idea why. It's like the weirdest thing that there's so many shad in there, so many shad on top. And I very, very rarely in the 3 years I've been fishing that lake ever seen a bass school on them on top. I have no idea. I've seen it happen at Anderson. I even have a video show at Anderson when they were in the middle of summer and that, and the shad were up top, and they were busting them and chasing them. Um, it's weird. I've witnessed it over and over and over with just, I mean, you can almost walk across the lake on shad. There are so many of them up top and cruising around and just hanging out all over the place. And you never see a bust. You never see them chasing it. So, I don't know. They crawdads, jigs working there, bottom baits working there, but I have no idea why they don't eat the shad in there. They just, they just, they don't even care they're there. It's like, wow, look at all that stuff up there. Ooh, there's a crawdad. Ooh, ooh, there's a bluegill. I don't know. It's weird. The same thing at Uvis. There's a lot of them in there. I know they eat them because I have caught them sometimes underneath shad balls when I'm fishing it below them. But even at Uvis, even when I see shad all over the top of that, I never see the bass bust on them. Santa Margarita, Lopez, Well, Nopa's not so much, but all the other lakes I fished, Santa Maria and Nasi, all that, yeah, you would see them. If the shad were up top, they'd always be busting them. Anderson, which is up here, they would be busting them. I've never really seen them bust them too much at Coyote either, but it's just weird. Well, I don't know. I they feed on what's I don't know. They it's weird. It's just yeah. I can't explain it. I don't know why there's so many shad in these lakes around here, and I never see them busting them on top. They must eat them, and I probably eat them in the water column and that, but they're just not top water oriented. And I have no idea why. But I did that, and like you said, that's what I said. A lot of times, if there's see, I did a biology bites on that back roads, and that's a lot of misleading things that a lot of people do. They'll go to a lake and they'll see a lot of shad, and so their first assumption is, "Oh, look at how many shad are in here! God, look at those shad! Look at how big those shad are! All that other stuff. They got to be in a shad bite." But no, it's there's so many shad in there because I don't know. The bass eat more bluegill. They eat more crawdads. They eat more of their own baby bass or something. But there's evidently an easier food source for them than the shad. They don't care about the shad because there's something else in there. I don't know, crappie, and a lot of these lakes too. All these lakes have crappie, and at Pinot, there's no shad, but they just gorge on the crappie. And crappie and smaller crappie are usually more deeper oriented. So I'm thinking now you brought that up. I'm thinking maybe yeah, there's a lot of shad in there, but there's a lot of crappie in there, and so they're targeting the crappie easier than they are the shad. So there's a lot of shad in there because they give rat's ass about the shad up near the surface because they're eating the hell out of crappie. They're sitting down like 10, 15 feet. So there's a better food source that's deeper in the water column than the shad that are usually on the surface. So that might be an explanation because almost all the lakes I fish have crappie in them. Oh God, dude! Oh my God! In Pinot, how much time do I have? I have 7%. All right, I'm gonna have to do this, and I'm gonna end it. Dude, in Pinot, there are no shad. There's the golden shiners, there's crappie, there's bluegill, the baby, and all that. They love their baby crappie. I have pictures of me from a fish I caught that wasn't even 12 inches. And while I was fighting him in right at the boat, he threw up like six crappie. Six crappie that were like that big. And I actually have a picture somewhere. I think it might be in my blog or something. But yeah, after I caught him and I kind of said something about it, I actually grabbed all of them and I laid them out on the bench in my boat. All five of, I think it was more than that, but I found five of them and I lined them all up and I took a picture. And I'm like, here's what they're feeding on, guys. Yeah, so that might be why. Come to think of it, because Pinot, oh god, yeah, they use the baby crappie as they basically feed them like shad. But the baby crappie stay down like 10, 15 feet. They're not up near the surface like a shad. So my explanation, and what I'm thinking right now is probably because so many of these lakes have such a huge crappie population. Uvis has it, Chesbro has it, Anderson has it, Coyote has it. They all have very prolific crappie populations, and they also have shad. So I think the crappie, the crappie fry and the 2 and 3 inch crappie are the better target, and they're able to feed on them easier than the shad. So that's why you see all these shad and they're not chasing them, because they have a better food source, and that food source is deeper. And a lot of these lakes around here, it's better to do drop shot and things that are more near the bottom in around 6 to 8 to 10 feet of water, which is usually where the crappie fry and the juvenile crappie like to hang out, is down about 10, 15 feet. So, correct case. They feed on the crappie. Yeah, I think that's it. That's because all the lakes. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. My battery's so low. But anyway, yeah, most lakes down south I fished, they have crappie in them, but it's not that big of a population. It's up here, crappie huge, huge thing, and Santa Margarita, Lopez, all that. I don't know if Lopez there, but they had. I don't think oh no, Margarita had crappie, yeah, but they weren't very prolific, and they weren't very much in big numbers. It was more the shad and everything else from San Luis Obispo down, and I think even in Nasi and San Antonio, that the crappie aren't that prolific like they are here. They're huge here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to expand on this definitely, or I need to do a biology bites or something on this. I might have cracked the code. You're right. I might have come up with something, or the key to why this area is so much different than that area, and my experience at Pinot and what they do with the crappie. So, thank you. I just came up with something. But I am gonna have to. That's why I'm dimmed. I'm sure I'm dimmed on your side too. But I'm gonna end this one, guys. It's already been 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think I just understood or solved my own crack my own case, like you said. But all right, guys. I'll be live tomorrow. Um, I don't know where. I'll be fishing somewhere. Maybe the pier or something. Depends on the wind, but I'm out. Thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, this is cool. I just figured something out. I definitely need to do a video on this. Thank you, Backroads, for picking my brain and making me come up, putting the dots together. But I'm out, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bam!